What's up? What's happening? What's going on Facebook, man? It's been a minute. We have been out. We dipped out for the holiday week I guess you could say. If you coming in, man, if you on replay viewers, I appreciate you for coming in and checking us out. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you had an awesome holiday weekend. What's going on, Ashley? Appreciate you for checking in, man. We're going to talk about a few things as we get ready to step into 2018. It's Tuesday, and I'm just happy to be here, man. Of all things, a lot of people kind of got confused with me. They were like, man, you hate Christmas? You was part-time Scrooge or what? It's like, man, no, it's not that. It's just I kind of sometimes get caught up on a lot of people who tend to put on the act opposed to being real and genuine during this time of year. So anyway, come and gone. We're moving into a new year. And I want to touch on some things, man. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. How much faith do you have in the process? We're going to touch up on what the process is, what a way for you to be able to put more faith and more confidence in the process. Let me know where you're watching from when you come into the room. Appreciate you for coming in. Lisa, thank you for Vincent for checking in. Ashley for checking in. Christine, I appreciate all of you for checking in, man. We're going to get right into it without further ado. I hate to procrastinate or wait. Let's dive right into it, man. First off, you need to stop trying to control everything. You will become so much more worry-free if you stop trying to control everything. You can't control other people's opinions. You can't control the weather. I mean, unless you got some special rain dance you're doing. You can't control the weather. So things are going to happen. You have to come to an understanding and realize that things are going to happen in your life. Expectations are only going to create resistance. When you have expectations, it's only going to create resistance because you're expecting a certain thing to happen in your life. So you stutter step, you stop, and you wait for things to happen because you have things so planned out. You have to allow things to develop for you. Allow things to happen. We speak about thinking, quit thinking so much and start taking more action. Allowing is taking action. What's going on, Zip? So you have to allow things to happen in your life sometimes. Things will work themselves out if you would just allow them to happen. Because you have to understand that nothing's within your control. The only thing that you can control is your response. Your response actually dictates your experience. And so you got to understand that, hey, it's nothing that you can control. The only thing you can control is that response that you give when you're put in situations or placed in certain situations. This is one thing you can control. You can control the type of people that you have in your life. You can control those types of people that are in your life and how much control they have on your life. A lot of people feel like, that they're stuck with certain people. A lot of that, you sticking beside somebody, especially in relationships, loving relationships, people stick around in relationships far too long because they're afraid of hurting the other person, not realizing that you're actually hurting that person by keeping them trapped in a relationship. What's going on, Angie? By keeping them trapped in a relationship. You have to understand when that season has come and gone. People come into your life for reasons and seasons, lessons or blessings, right? And you have to understand what they are. Some people look at the lessons as blessings and some people look at the blessings as lessons. But we all understand or have to understand that there are no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. We all cross each other's paths for a reason. There are some people, the group that I'm in now, we've all crossed each other's paths because we all want to eradicate child malnutrition. So, of course, we all march locked in arm in arm. What's going on, Keandra? Appreciate you for checking in. Happy holidays, cousin. So, you have to learn to realize that you have control over who stays in your life and who goes. That's very important. Learn to stop overthinking. Overthinking creates more problems. So, like I said earlier, less thinking and more action. Remember that anything that is in excess, if you do too much excess thinking, it becomes toxic. Too much thinking becomes toxic. You're not getting anything done. You're creating fears. So you're stopping yourself from moving forward with progress. So too much overthinking and just start acting. You have to stop with the overthinking. Some of us are world-class thinkers, man. We sit up here and we think we sit up and we think that everything is happening for us because we're just conjuring up these ideas in our mind. We're coming up with these ideas, but we're not putting any of them in play. See, a lot of us come up with a lot of these ideas and we think and we think and we think until it becomes a bad idea, right? So you have to learn to stop overthinking. Stop overthinking and let some things happen. Like I said, start allowing. That's an action. Allowing things to happen is an actual action. So get in the mindset of that, moving into 2018 to accomplish some of your true heart's desires, man. You have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for this journey that you're about to take. So that means the things that you put inside your body, food can hurt or heal you. And you have to decide which one you want food to do for you. So you have to start treating your body like the vessel that it is, like your car. You wouldn't put bad gas, bad oil in your car and expect for it to run properly forever and get you from destination to destination if you're poorly treating it, if you're not treating it the way it's supposed to be. Frequent oil changes changing your brakes when they need to be changed. Keep a good wash on your car. Stay looking good. I appreciate the likes and love. You know I love the pep rallies on Tuesday, so keep pumping me up. I appreciate that. But make sure you're watching what you put in your body. I always talk about it because I truly do want to change the world. And I feel like the change in the world starts with people being able to change themselves from the inside. And that starts with a healthy diet. It starts with paying attention to what's going on in your body for you to be able to make sound decisions, make real conscious decisions that are going to move you forward in progress. Like I always like to say, do something today that the future you will be proud of, that will want to come back and thank you for. So remember that, man. Do something today. Even with your health, if it's your food. I mean, if you change your diet, then what could happen? What's the best thing that could happen? Of course, you could probably you could have a longer life. You know, feel better, be able to get out to more events, be there for your children. But the first thing you have to do is stop planning to start all the time. I know so many people who plan to start doing something and they never get to it. You have to just do it. 95% of what you plan to start doing, you never will do. 95% of what you plan to start doing, you never will do. But if you get the idea and you immediately step into action, allowing it to happen, then things get done. So you have to learn to stop talking yourself out of it. I use the 5-second rule. I'll act on it within 5 seconds. I'll start putting it on paper and writing it down within 5 seconds. I'll get with somebody who's partnered with me on this mission and see what they think about it within those 5 seconds. Shoot that message over to where I can't take it back. You have to trust the process. Speak about confidence in the process. Confidence meaning that you have trust. You have trust in the process. I always speak about the process being yourself, that you are the process. So you have to have trust in yourself. I appreciate that share, Ashley. Share this with your friends, loved ones, anyone you think that might need this. I appreciate it a lot. I give you a shout out. Like I said, the process is yourself. So learn to listen to that intuition. That little voice that you hear is not speaking for no reason whatsoever. There's a reason for that little voice. There's a reason for everything that's going on within your life, but you have to learn to tune out certain things so that you can pay attention to what matters. There's so much instruction in that little voice if you just pay attention. Stop being afraid of your future is another thing. Your future can only be ruined or perfected in this very moment. Your future can only be ruined or perfected in this very moment, meaning today. What's going on, Patricia? What's happening, Sandra? Appreciate y'all for checking in. And remember that when I say perfection, remember I always say practice is perfection. So basically what I'm saying to you is you have to practice your life today. That process, you have to practice today what you want for your future. So if your future, if you want it to be perfected, then you must start practicing your future today. It's the only thing to it. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. Tomorrow is only a continuance of today. Just because you go to sleep doesn't mean anything changed. You have to get your ass up and get back on the grind. You got to stop going with the flow and become the flow, meaning align yourself. Change your frequency up. Appreciate those likes and those loves. Change your frequency up. Right now, we're doing reboots. We're getting ready to go into the 2018. We're rebooting our overall health. And that's what we're doing, man. We're changing up our frequency, aligning our frequency, getting the proper foods, the proper nutrition in our body so that we can make the proper decisions that need to be made going into 2018 with our lives as we move forward. And I'm not going to hold you too much. You won't hear from me too much more. Well, maybe a little bit. I might jump back on here before the new year actually comes in. But I want you guys to definitely be prepared. Don't just plan to start. Start today on your 2018. Start today on your 2018. And to those of you in our reboot group, man, I look forward to what we're about to do here on the 2nd. I know you're all as excited as I am. Man, let's make this happen. Like I said, we're changing our frequency on the 2nd of January, aligning with some real healthy nutrition to get ourselves thinking soundly, moving around, being mobile, being able to make the right decisions for 2018. Stay happy, healthy, and humble. Remember that whole food nutrition is always the way. Peace.